abilities, but everyone has a special talent in which they can believe.
Welcome to the Children's Corner, live at the North Pole Ice Cream Shop on Eastern Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. Today is our special Thanksgiving Day special, and today we have a special guest, and her name is Peggy the Pilgrim. So we have Peggy the Pilgrim right behind me, and I don't want you to go away. Stay tuned because we have so many more things to share with you. We'll see you real soon. Just having a small little break. Bye-bye. We are going to read. It is called Winnie the Pooh's Thanksgiving by Bruce Talkington. But where can he be? Rabbit said in his most frustrated, I really want to know voice. It was the question that was on the mind of everyone standing at Winnie the Pooh's front door. The thoroughly frazzled rabbit once again rapped loudly at the door, which continued to stand unopened, no matter how hard he applied his knuckles. Tigger was sitting back on his tail with his face flattened against the window of Pooh's house. There's nothing moving in there, he informed the others. That doesn't mean a great deal, rumbled Eeyore from where he was seated on a nearby grass. Not moving is one of the things Pooh Bear does best, next to snoring. And eating honey, added Little Roo. Isn't that right, Mom? Yes, dear, Kanga said, as she smiled at him and gently straightened his hair with her hand. Why would Pooh ask us here if he were somewhere else? Grumbled Gopher. Piglet stood, wringing his very small hands worriedly. Oh dear, he sighed. I do hope he's all right. Now let's not jump to conclusions, Kanga spoke up gently. Tigger wondered why ever not, because jumping was something he thoroughly enjoyed. But he supposed conclusions may be a little like Rabbit. They're not particularly pleased when people jump at them. If I remember correctly, Kanga continued, Pooh Bear simply asked us to meet him. He didn't mention where. Very nice of him too, remarked Eeyore. He obviously didn't want us to feel bad if we couldn't find the right place. So he kept the location a secret. But we're making progress, hooted Tigger. We know for sure it isn't exactly here. He pointed to the front door. Now Rabbit sighed. If we could only think of a place where Pooh is. Perhaps you just did, grumbled Eeyore. Pooh was certainly thinking about something when he called us together. And Pooh Boy always does his best head work, continued Tigger, in his very own thoughtful spot, finished Piglet. And that is exactly where they found Winnie the Pooh, high atop the grassy knoll, with its spectacular view of 100-acre wood and the beautiful blue sky hanging above it, where Pooh loved to sit and think. It was the sitting in such a special place that was important. After all, not the thinking. Therefore, it was no surprise at all when Pooh was found exactly in his thoughtful spot. There was a spread all out on his blanket before him. He must have taken everything out of his pantry. "I'm so very glad you've come," sighed Winnie the Pooh. "I don't think this food could have waited much longer." "And neither could I," said all of Winnie the Pooh's friend. "Then let's not waste a moment," announced Rabbit, and they all sat down to eat. "Is eating the only reason you call us together?" Pooh Bear asked Owl. "Called you together where?" responded Pooh. "Why, called us here, Pooh," squeaked Roo. "Did I do that?" said Pooh. He was so surprised by the idea. "You certainly did," said Gopher. "And what we want to know is why you did it." "Well," Pooh thought, "this morning I sat down for breakfast. And like so very many things, sunsets and birthdays, surprises, nap times, hugs, and dessert, a breakfast was more than just today. It was an always there when you need a bear, needed it sort of thing." "You mean you were grateful, Pooh?" asked Piglet. "Yes, that's it exactly. I knew that it was something I had to share with those I'm most grateful for." "And what sort of those do you mean, Pooh?" wondered Owl. "Why, all of you, of course, my very best and dearest friends." And they sat down and enjoyed a big Thanksgiving feast, and they were all thankful for each other. The end. As we hope at the Children's Corner that you too, with your family and friends, will enjoy your big Thanksgiving Day feast. Bon appetito. Welcome back to the Children's Corner, live from the North Pole Ice Cream Shop in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we are talking about Thanksgiving. Does anyone know what Thanksgiving is? Elisa, what is Thanksgiving?
It's an American holiday.
It is an American holiday. Does anyone know how it started, Taylor?
The first Thanksgiving was when the colonists had a dinner with the Indians.
Do you know who invited who? How about you children at home? Here the colonists had a dinner with the Indians. Who invited who to the dinner? Does anyone know? Yes, Jordan.
I think the pilgrims invited the Indians to have a feast and they grew all their crops and they shared all of it.
They did. She said that the pilgrims invited their neighbors, the Native Americans, the Indians. Kids, we have a very special guest with us today talking about the pilgrims and the Indians. Right behind us, we have Peggy the Pilgrim. And Peggy the Pilgrim is just like one of the first pilgrims who celebrated the very first Thanksgiving Day feast. And you know that the pilgrims invited the Indians over for a Thanksgiving Day feast because their harvest was bountiful. And the neat thing is, it's the Indians that showed them how to do what? Yes, Elisa.
Well, the pilgrims didn't know how to grow crops, and
They
the
didn't. Very good.
Indians did, and the Indians needed like weapons to.
The Indians showed them how to live in America. And does anyone know the name of the ship that the pilgrims came over on? Yes, Jordan.
I think it was the Mayflower.
Tell the kids at home.
I think it was the Mayflower.
Can you guys say Mayflower? Let's say it all together. The Mayflower was a big ship that brought the pilgrims over. And they celebrated their very first Thanksgiving feast with their neighboring friends. And they were Indians who showed them how to plant crops. Do you know how long their Thanksgiving Day feast lasted? Does anyone know? Taylor, yes.
It's not Taylor.
Are you Jordan? I'm sorry. Jordan, yes.
I think it lasted 8 days.
8 days. That would be a great feast. The book that I read, it lasted 3. And they played games. They had a lot of fun. And they ate. And they were friends. How many of you are having a big Thanksgiving Day feast? Anyone here having a big Thanksgiving Day feast? Could you tell me what you're going to eat at your Thanksgiving Day feast? Maya, what will you eat?
Macaroni.
Macaroni. Oh, that sounds absolutely delicious. Carolina.
Turkey.
Turkey. I just happen to have Tommy the turkey in my lap. Let's not tell Tommy the turkey because he knows that we are his friends. How many of you like turkey? I love turkey. And how about you? What will you have at your Thanksgiving Day feast, Alexis?
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce. Oh, how wonderful. And there are many types of cranberry sauce. You have cranberry sauce that you can make with apples and oranges and lots of sugar, or just the cranberries that you boil and you make it almost into a really nice sauce which tops the turkey and stuffing. Does anyone have anything else that's really special? What type of special desserts do you at home eat for Thanksgiving Day? Can any of the kids here tell us? What are the special desserts? Jordan.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake is a wonderful special dessert for Thanksgiving Day. Alisa?
Apple pie.
Apple pie. One of my all-time favorites, and I'm sure the pilgrims grew all their apples. Maya?
Strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake. Oh, let me come to your house. How wonderful. Taylor?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
I like
That-
pumpkin pie.
How many of you at home like pumpkin pie? I like pumpkin pie here on the set. Kids, do you like pumpkin pie? Has anyone ever had pumpkin pie cheesecake? Has anyone ever had pumpkin pie soup? I don't think it'd be called pie soup, would it? It'd be called pumpkin soup. But one of my favorite ice creams is pumpkin pie ice cream. Pumpkin pie ice cream is one of my all-time favorites. And guess where you can get pumpkin pie ice cream? Right here at 3713 Eastern Avenue, the North Pole Ice Cream Shop. We would love some pumpkin pie ice cream. Kids, let's say pumpkin pie ice cream.
Pumpkin pie ice cream.
Don't go away. We're going to go run and get some pumpkin pie ice cream right now. You have your mom and dad go to the store, get some for you, and we will be right back. Yay! Taylor is here live at the Children's Corner with Peggy the Pilgrim. Taylor, who is with you?
My friend Peggy the Pilgrim.
And she's tall. She's a lot taller than you. Hi, Peggy.
Hi, Diane. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Can you tell us about the very first Thanksgiving?
Oh, I was so tired. I had so much cooking to do. I had to cook 10,000 turkeys because all these Indians came.
Oh my goodness, it must have been an incredible feast. And by any chance, did you have pumpkin pie for dessert?
Are you crazy? I had to cook all those turkeys and make pumpkin pie the first Thanksgiving.
Well, my goodness, we wish that you can stay after the show and eat some pumpkin pie ice cream with us. We are live at the North Pole Ice Cream Shop on Eastern Avenue, and we love Thanksgiving. It's one of our favorite holidays. Can you tell us anything special about Thanksgiving Day? Besides all the turkeys.
Well, you know, the thing is, it's always the woman that's got to do all the cooking. if the men got in there and cooked a little bit, then it would be better, I think. But I think we all have to give thanks, don't we, for all the good things we have to eat. We have good things to eat. And I'm one of the best cooks there ever was.
What is your question?
Peggy the Pilgrim, where did you stay?
I stayed on a log cabin. Oh, it was very cold. Oh, it was very cold back then. It was very cold. They had to have we built a fire. Another task for me to do. I had to build the fire. Oh, the woman's work was never done back then.
We have another question. Alyssa,
Did you like the food?
What was the question?
did you like the food? Was that your question?
Well, yes, I did. Because that's what I told you. I was a good cook, I was a good cook.
And I bet you had a lot of corn as well, because the Indians, I heard, taught all the pilgrims how to grow Indian corn. Does anyone know the secret ingredients they use in growing Indian corn? Yes.
Well, I know the trick that helped them grow their crop.
What is that?
They dug a hole.
Yes.
They put a fish in,
Excellent.
and they put the seed in for the crop, and then they buried it all up.
Did you all hear that at home? Jordan, that is perfect, because that is the secret ingredients that the Indians taught the pilgrims. They dug a hole, put the seeds in, and they used fish heads. Not live fish heads, but old fish heads. Like after you eat dinner, you still have a fish head, because they used to go fishing in their little stream or brook where they live. And that helped fertilize and make the harvest bountiful. We are going to talk about things we're thankful for, and we want to thank Peggy so much for coming and being with us and sharing her story. Can everyone say thank you, Peggy the Pilgrim?
Thank you,
Peggy the Pilgrim.
You're welcome. It was so much fun being here on the Children's Corner. Bye-bye.
Yay!
Hey, Gordy. Hey, Couch.
Whoa, somebody stop the ride.
I'm going to the farmer's market. Want to come?
Gee, Cornelia, I don't feel so good.
You'd feel better if you ate fresh, healthy food from the farm, like peaches or watermelon.
Sweet.
I've never eaten a real peach before.
Well, let's go. Look, there's all sorts of yummy stuff to eat at your local farmer's market. What's the matter, guys?
How do you open the wrapper?
It's cool.
It's sweet. Fresh from the farm.
Let's eat. Let's go to a farm.
It looks like it's gonna be sunny in the hundreds. In 120 degrees in Egypt. 2,000 years ago, it was, guess what temperature it was? 100 and almost 200 degrees. Hi, I'm a Chief Government. Do you want to know what it was like 2,000 years ago in Egypt? We're going on a great adventure today. Come on with me. Wow, look at all this great stuff in here. We're deep inside the Egyptian cave. There are many treasures to be found. Come along with me. There are many great adventures here. Look at all the treasures that can be found here. Wow, there are so many things to be found here. We can be rich if we can ask. Maybe we can find one today. This amazing place. There are all kinds of mysteries everywhere you coming in this point, because they never crossed my river. Well, that's it for today, folks. See you next time.
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you learned a lot of new things about Thanksgiving Day, things to be thankful for, and all the wonderful things that we are very fortunate to have. We want to thank you for joining us here at the Children's Corner, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much, and goodbye. Yay!
Happy with me. It's so hard to be confident in your abilities, but everyone has a special talent in which they can believe.